What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B High Radio Shout In, stepping in the building. I got an artist that's tearing up the streets right now as we speak. Big Boss Vette, what's good with it, sis?
What's up?
Oh, okay, this new single, Ice Me. Woo. When I heard this thing, I already knew what time it was. You got a hit on your hand. Woo. I was feeling some Franchise Boys. I was feeling some Walker in there, and I loved it, okay? Talk to me about this new banger going crazy.
When we was recording it, I just knew that it was going to be a hit. I just knew it.
Okay.
The only hard part about this record was getting it clear, but anything goes, hey.
Talk to me about that business side of it, trying to get that thing clear.
It's just like business takes a while because, you know, there's a lot of people that you have to go through to clear it.
Yeah.
So I think we started trying to clear it in like January, and we didn't finish till like maybe June.
My God.
But business is business.
Exactly.
And I commend it. I'm all right with it.
I mean, Vette, coming out of St. Louis with it, though, man. How you feel doing your thing? Because you've been on a hell of a run, sis.
Hey, I feel good, though, you know, because I just feel like this is a learning process for me, you know. Everything that I go through, I always get through, you know, and I'm well respected and protected in this business, so I'm good, you know.
Okay, when it comes to the music, though, Vette, what was it that made you get into the game? And was it difficult for you to get into the game?
I come from a small city, so it wasn't really a lot of eyes on my CD at that moment, you know? So I started doing like covers on Facebook, and I went viral on Facebook, and it was a lot of people that I didn't know that was like, oh my God, you're so pretty, oh my God, you can rap, oh my God. And I'm like, and then I had started getting jobs, you know, I started doing her, selling clothes, all that, and I quit everything but music, and I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to be a rapper. Okay,
when you find yourself going viral every 5 minutes, though, I mean, songs like Pretty Girls Walk, when that thing went crazy, what was going through your mind during that time?
I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we finna do this.
Yeah.
Like this is really happening, you know? And now that Pretty Girl Walk is gold, I'm like, gosh, like, woo, it's gold. Like, I didn't expect it because this was a new sound to my core, to my cousins, you know, and when it started going crazy and I was gaining like more fans, I'm like, I didn't expect y'all to like this. I didn't know, you know. And it's more of a commercial record, so it was like I didn't know where it was gonna go at first. But now that it's gold, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep on hitting them.
All right, starting out in St. Louis, what was the songs that took you on the road and got you out the city, though?
I started getting booked for covers. Like I was covering songs. Like I did Ratchet Twerk song to the Ludacris Move. I did Bad Bitch to Girl, You Looking Good, Won't You Bet? You know, like I was like covering records, and they was booking me to sing them songs, and they were singing it word from word. I'm like, y'all really like me, like, yo. So my first show that I had went on the road with, I was just thinking it was gonna, well, I didn't know what to expect. I just knew, like, in my city, when I would grab the mic, you know, they'll rock with me and, you know, be cool. When we went to this city, oh my God, it was so crazy. Like, the lot was packed out, so the club was packed out. It was a little stage, and the stage was like crowded with like people. They were like trying to like grab my legs to the crowd, like, oh my God, like this is real, you know. So yeah, it was that.
Okay, so far, what has been your favorite part of the game, though, man? Getting all of this fame, all of this money, traveling the world. What is it that still gets Vette up and going to do this thing? Or has it turned into a job yet?
Absolutely not. I like to work.
Okay.
I like to meet people. I like to create relationships. Like, I like to create bands, you know. I like to eat. We be eating a lot in her, you know. I just love music, you know. Like, I love the art of it, and I love being able to get on beats that people would never try, you know, because I'm different, you know, and I don't have a lane. I can do everything, so yeah.
Creative process, though, Vette. When it's time to go into that studio and create up them hits, man, what is it that's going through your mind before you go in there?
Sometimes I co-produce beats, like I would tell them where to put the drum, where to put the snare, where to put the sound effects. Like, I would tell them how I want my beat built, you know, or they will be playing some beats and something to stick out to me, and I'd be like, load this one up, because we gonna write to it. And then they just keep on looping it until I make a hook, and they loop it until I do the verse, then create a whole song.
Come on now. How do you feel right now with hip-hop being a female sport at the same time? I mean, y'all out here dominating, doing y'all things out here. How does that make you feel being received like that now?
I feel like this is our time to shine, you know, like everything that we want us. So They didn't finally let us in the door. Now we own the building. And we're never, moving
Wait, but y'all ain't gonna give it back?
Absolutely not. No. It's ours. You shouldn't. You know what?
Yeah.
This has been a long time coming, though,
Yeah.
So now, finally taking over. It's ours now.
Okay, with it being a long time coming, though, how were you able to stay down all this time? Were there any times that Vette was like, you know what, all this big bossing I'm doing, I want to go lay down and cool out?
I actually took a break. I took a break. When Pretty Girl Walk was like going crazy, I took a break from releasing music after I released my first project, Resilience. I took a break. I got my mental together.
Okay, now wait a minute. What was it that made you take that break though?
It was just it was a lot, personal. It was just a lot going on, and I wasn't grounded, and I lost sight of who I was.
What?
So I had to go back to my core. I had to go through hell, and I had to go to therapy. I had to be,
What?
Yeah, like I had to rebuild Big Boss Vette to be the biggest again, because she kind of lost her footing a little bit, but now she back.
What was that point when you realized that you lost yourself? You said, you know what, this ain't Big Boss Vette right here.
I was just losing my mind, and then so my team, they was like telling me, like, come on, Vette, what you doing? Like, come on, we gotta work, pick your head up, it's all right, and I got me a therapist, and she just helped me through the things that I was going through, for real.
Okay, after coming out of therapy with it though, man, what was it that gave you that resilience to be able to come back bigger and stronger and more crazier?
So how I felt when I first went into therapy, I was in a very dark place, and I didn't even recognize myself. But once I came out of therapy, knowing who I was, what I was capable of, and knowing that I'm gonna take over the world, I'm like, oh yeah, it's me. We're back.
Exactly.
We're back.
Okay, getting that deal though with the majors. I mean, how did that make you feel when at first you was just doing covers and going crazy online in high school, the next thing you know, you got a major deal out here?
I felt amazing, but I was also a little scared because in my city, if they think you got money, they're gonna take it from you.
Come on now.
So I was living in the hood, and I was doing her out of my house. I was working, and I'm like, if people know that I have 13 label deals sitting on this table right now, worth more than $5 million put together, what am I gonna do?
Ooh.
So I kept it on the wraps. I was still living regular, but I was alright. But I was like sourcing new places to like live because I wasn't gonna live where I was
about to get the hell out of there.
Everybody knew where I was, So once I finally moved and I finally signed that dotted line, I'm like, oh yeah, baby, we up.
Okay, when you realized that money was about to change your life with these deals that you had on the table, what was going through your mind right then with the anticipation of it all?
I just feel like it put a target on my back, because it's like now people expect you to be Beyonce right now, and you just got signed,
Yeah.
And what people don't know or understand is like, it is like you starting over on a different scale. Like now it's like you have to show the world who you are because you thought you was viral, but baby, that wasn't nothing compared to what you have to do after being signed, So it was different. It was very different.
Okay, that work that you got to put in after being signed. I mean, was it everything that you signed up for, or did it turn out to be a little bit more crazier?
At first I did not know what to expect, and so one of my biggest goals that I've ever had in life was to get signed, and I didn't set no goals after that. So after I got signed, it was like I was like stuck. I'm like, what is life? What am I supposed to do? I got money. Like, what am I supposed to do? So I was stuck until I finally kind of realization, like, oh girl, you need to start over. You need to get back in the studio. You need to talk to these DJs. You need to write more music. You need to do more content. You need to network. You need to get out here. You need to do this. And I was like, okay, here we go. And after that, like, I want to say like a year after I got signed, I didn't really have the best team once I got signed. But after I got signed and I found my team that I have now, oh baby, we've been locked in. Like even on my slow days, they've been still having me move. And you got to be talented to do some stuff like that.
Come on now.
I'm trying to tell you now.
Exactly. Okay, when that money came in though, Vette, I mean, what was the first thing you did with it?
I bought me a luxury condo.
Okay then.
And then I bought me a luxury vehicle. And then I was just having a ball.
Exactly.
I was having a ball. I wasn't really used to the money, but but then I got me an accountant so she could do my taxes because people don't understand.
Don't go there with me.
Once you get a big check, Uncle Sam like
half of that.
People don't understand once you make $100,000, 40 plus,
Come
go
on.
to Uncle Sam.
Facts.
And yeah, I didn't know that. I was a little mad because I was splurging, and they was like, yeah, taxes are. Whoa!
Huh? Is that?
Why he think I owe him that?
Come on.
You know, so it's that to it. So you on a different playing field. You know, everything is different now.
You got the notoriety, you got the money, and you had the fame. How did that affect your creative process then, though? Were you still that same big boss that you was going into the studio in high school just trying to figure some stuff out?
I was, but I wasn't as hungry no more because, you know, I was a little comfortable.
Yeah.
Which kind of slowed me up a little bit. But then once I finally was like, oh, no, you're tripping. Get back in there. Do this, do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay. And then that's when Snatch came along. And I was teasing the mess out the record to where I literally made a trend that was worldwide. And, excuse me,
Take your time.
We had the biggest of the big doing the makeup trend that I created. And I didn't even know how to really do makeup back in the day. I was still learning. So to create something, you still learning how to do it, I knew that I was destined for greatness, you know.
Damn right.
Yo, like, throughout this game, throughout all my trials and tribulations, no weapon that was ever formed against me prospered ever, you know.
Right.
I might have thought that I was like, you know, I don't know what to do. And then, you know, I sat there, you know, I prayed about it and I gave it a God and everything went in his hands.
Did you feel any pressure, though, having all of that influence? When you looking up and the biggest of the biggest is following your lead, how did that make you feel?
I felt good, but then I also started to feel like that my song was bigger than me as an artist.
Ooh.
And that is when I came to realization that I wasn't keeping my face up with my records. Like something that I would tell artists to like do is when they putting out records, put their face on that record. Do not do like the little cover arts with writing on a note. Put your face on that record.
Yep.
Keep your face with your music or your music is going to surpass you as an artist. And that's fine because you can always catch up to your music.
Yeah.
It's all right. Catch up to it. It's fine.
Exactly.
But moving forward, you won't never see me just put out a cover art that just don't have my face on it.
Come on
I
now.
don't care what I'm doing. My face is going to be on that record.
I'm with you on that.
Always.
Now, I mean, during all of this time, though, I mean, you got the highs and the lows of it all. What are some of the highs that you care to share where you was feeling yourself and having a damn good time out here?
When I went gold, when I stepped into these buildings and everybody was singing my songs, when I got a feature from Koi, from Saucy, like, they was really working like sleazy, like it was like gloss. I'm like, dang,
My God.
like I'm really with my peers, really working, you know. And when I started getting a bigger budget to shoot videos,
All
I'm
right
like,
now.
y'all actually see me working, huh? You know, like so my label is really looking for me, you know. Like I'm on a list of artists to break, you know. So that's how I knew when Pretty Girls Walk went gold. It's in rooms that I ain't even in, you know.
Yeah.
Reba, J-Lo, so many people is doing my, you know, songs.
Exactly.
I'm like, yo, you know, it's going crazy.
Is it a dream
Madonna.
come true,
It's
though?
like,
Is that a Madonna? Come on, it don't get no bigger than Madonna.
Come on, man, come on. It is. It is a dream come true, and I didn't even expect it. You know, like, it's when you least expect it. Like, I literally went on tour with Nick Cannon. You know, like, I've been moving, and it's like, dang, you know, tour was hard, but it was lit though. It was lit.
Now, what do you mean by when you least expected? Is that one of them you was at the end of your rope, like, you know what, y'all can have this, and it goes down, or is it just you were going through the motions?
I was just going through the motions because when you are working, you don't see the things that are happening around you.
Yeah.
You just know that I have a tunnel vision to make it.
Yeah.
And everything that you're doing, it just feel like that it's like, okay, when it's gonna happen, but it's already happening. So I was forgetting to take the time to actually look around and take everything in. Like, yo, you are actually making it. You are 6 months from now. I know I'm gonna be big. I'm gonna be really big. You know, I'll be bigger than what I am now.
Yeah.
But 6 months ago, I was in a bad space that I didn't even know how I was gonna be able to get out.
What do you mean you was in a bad space 6 months ago?
Mentally, emotionally, like.
How does one find themselves in a bad space mentally and emotionally after all of that damn success?
Continuously giving, you know, pouring into people, having the wrong people around you, toxic people around you, toxic relationships and all that. Like, everything was really draining to me as an artist and as a human being.
Yeah.
And I wasn't taking my time to like heal or, I was still working. I was working. I was putting on a smile even when I was broken on the inside,
Yeah.
So that finally came to a boil and it was just like, all right, nah.
Okay, juggling a toxic relationship in this industry. How the hell were you doing that, Vette?
Oh, child, it was hard. It was so hard.
And was this a relationship that you brought into the industry, or was this one that you met while you was already doing your thing?
I brought it into the industry.
Talk to me about that.
And it started to become jealousy because it was like I started to change, I started to get bigger, I started to have more money.
Yeah.
And I started to have so my hustle never went away, you know. But once you with somebody, so they start to get comfortable, they don't want to do more, they don't want to do this, and they just look at you to take care of both of y'all. And it's like, nah, I gotta work. What are you doing? And they're not even your piece to even make you want to take care of them.
Ooh.
So
you done snap? Uh-huh.
So I'm going through the motions at work, and then I'm coming home to hell. Hell is like, what, bro? It wasn't working, and I was so like tied in that I didn't really know how to leave it.
Yeah.
It was all I knew for a very long time. But once I finally gained my footing and my independence, I finally left because I didn't know how to do nothing outside of that relationship. Like I couldn't book flights, I couldn't book rentals. I didn't know nothing about credit. Like I didn't know nothing about pay. Like I didn't know nothing because that person did everything,
Yeah.
But I paid for everything, but they did it, So after a while, it was like I'm tired of being stagnant. I'm tired of being stuck. Or this is a dead end place that I'm sitting with you. We ain't know how to leave each other, and it became very toxic. And that was draining within itself. So yeah.
That loyalty though, man, because this is a relationship that you brought into the game with you, man. What is it like trying to, break those ties?
They just started to get very insecure because now, so our feels are different.
Yeah.
You can go cheat with Keisha down the street and I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Baby, I can go hit up. And they knew it, which bothered them, but that didn't stop them from cheating on me with Keisha down the street. And when it was my turn, it was like, I don't want you to cheat on me. Why?
Yeah.
What was gotta have fun out here? What do you?
Yeah.
And I don't know how to turn the other cheek once something been done to me. Like I'm leaving. Once them scales is unbalanced, you are meeting the other side now.
Come on now.
So, I was outside.
Yeah.
But as an adult and as a human being, I say, yo, this ain't gonna never be back what it was. Let's just go our separate ways. And they was like, I don't wanna leave, so I'm gonna just rock through whatever you do.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I started doing what I did. Now they wanna kill me. Oh my God. I thought you said it was cool with it. Oh,
hell no, he ain't cool with that. Man, you knew he wasn't gonna be cool with that.
Yo, I didn't know, but I just wish everybody that I've ever encountered, I just wish y'all the best of life. But leave me the fuck alone. Leave me out of it, please.
I feel that. Now, does any of those relationships make their way into the music? And do you talk about that?
Why be dissing them? I put them in my song every time. I ain't gonna never mention no names, but them situations will be in my music every time. Because why? Because this is my pain. This is my story to tell.
Yeah.
They might have stories to tell about me, but y'all better never name drop because whatever you can say, baby, I can double back and say some more. So just now, you can't ruin me, but I can ruin you. So let's stop.
I feel that.
Stop while we're here. Leave me alone.
As a woman in the game and being a leader at the same time, how do you feel about the messages that you put out in your music and your responsibility to the women to give them something to motivate them?
I feel like I make music for the soul. I make music depending on how I'm feeling. So if I'm sad, maybe I'm finna diss somebody. Maybe I don't know. If I'm angry, I'm gonna say, oh, I'm going outside the tree. If I want to turn up, I'm gonna talk about shake your ass. Something. But it's however that I'm feeling. But I make music for all. Pretty Girls Walk. You ain't gonna hear pretty girls walking their strip. You will hear pretty girls walking strip club.
Yeah.
But it's different though. Like it's a different vibe from Snatched or Ice Me. It's different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like the ones who don't like Pretty Girls Walk might like Ice Me. The ones who don't like Ice Me might like Heavy. The ones who don't like Heavy might like Snatched. Make them mad. I have a ton of runs. So with that being said, it's like,
When it comes to performing those songs, I mean, what are the ones that get the party started every time that you already know is going down?
Ratchet Twerk song, which is the cover over that Move bitch, that Bad Bitch, which is the cover over that, you know. Yeah. Pretty Girls Walk, Snatch, Ice Me for sure.
Okay, then.
What else we got?
I like Karma. Karma was hard.
Karma, I don't need.
Yeah.
I be forgetting about my little records.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Shout out my DJ though, cause he don't never forget. Oh, dog ass nigga, it be getting them moving. You know, I got a lot of hits. You know, so.
What cities are the ones that show you the most love when you touch down, though, Vette? Where you feel like you at a home away from home and that thing? I like Chicago. Mm-hmm. I like Atlanta now. Like Atlanta love me and I love you in the right place. Alaska. Okay, wait a minute, hold up. Now, what the hell was going on in Alaska? Hear me out. When they first booked me, I'm like, oh, okay, let's have a ball, you know. But honestly speaking, I've never been there. You know, I didn't even know what to expect going there. So, to be honest, I wound up coming out of more money than I made going there. What? Paying my team going there, putting on a show. You know, I came out of way more money, but it was a dope look. Like the look was amazing. The vibes were amazing. Like I met people. I seen some little moves. It was cool. Yeah, exactly. That was out of order. And I didn't even expect them to be they were lit. Yeah. They were lit. I like LA too. Okay, then. LA be having vibe. The other females in the game, I mean, how's the camaraderie out here? Is it love? Is it competition? Are people able to collaborate? Or how's it looking out here in these streets? I don't see nobody but me who I'm lose to. So I don't never see no competition when it comes to nobody, you know, because I commend everybody, you know, I support everybody. I hope nobody see me as competition because, baby, I'm not competing with nobody. That's right. You know, I love everybody. You know, I be with the girls and they be chilling. Like we be cool. And I just feel like they see me. You know, you see me. You see what I'm doing, you know? So it's like you are going to see a lot of big features with the girlies coming soon. Okay, then. Now, when you said you had to break up with old boy and you found yourself back outside, how did you deal with these fans chasing you down? I mean, I just deal, you know. I just deal, you know. I mean, you see me and I see me, so I mean, hey, it's that ball, you know. All right, it ain't no headaches when you looking in your DMs and these folks is jumping head first in them. Everybody. Oh, you don't even look? Hell nah. Why you don't look at your DM? I'm supposed to look at them for. This is what the hell going on there. I don't see shit. I am oblivious. I don't know nothing. I don't see nothing. When people be like, oh, I had DM'd you and said, I ain't know that. But hey, you know, no. Hell no. Okay. They be going crazy in them DMs. I know. What are things about this industry, though, that somebody wouldn't understand before they get into it that they need to know? If they're trying to do what Big Boss Vette did, what are some of the heads up that you want to share with them and some of the jewels you want to drop on? Get you a great team. Okay. Get you a great team because your team is you. Mm-hmm. Never be afraid to fail because if you don't try, then you already failed, to be honest. Yeah. Let me see. Your body does not get you in these positions, so you ain't got to give up a fuck thing, I promise. Yeah. Your talent gonna speak for you. Stay grounded. Run your own race. Do not be looking at nobody else's plate because they ain't got nothing to do with you. Collaborate. You just said your body don't get you in the dough. Break that down because you know some folks like to throw their body around like it's the golden ticket. Nah, I mean, like I ain't have to do a fuck thing to get in these rooms I'm in today. Exactly. And if somebody ever say I had to, I promise bring them to the front and tell me what I did. So you can beat their ass. Bring them to the front because now you lying on me. Why the fuck you lying like that? Exactly. But yeah, like I don't have to do nothing but be me and be a bad bitch. That's it. Yeah. I got a dope team. Mm-hmm. I'm talented. That's right. I got a great vibe, aura, pretty. Like baby, I ain't gotta do nothing. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know. I got God too, so I'm protected. How has your spirituality played a role in your career so far too, Vette? I mean, how many times have you found yourself having to lean on the big God to get through this thing? I lean on God for everything. Yeah. I wake up, pray. Go to sleep, pray. Before I eat, I pray. Yeah. When I'm driving, I pray. You know, I be over talking to him. Like,
I'm good. Like I'm good.
Exactly.
Protected.
Come on now. Okay, so now with that being said, moving forward, in the A-Town, you doing your press run right now as we speak.
Yeah.
How are you feeling out here popping off in these streets, man?
I love y'all. You know, like coming in here, like I actually love it because the vibes are always good. The vibes are always great.
Exactly.
Meeting people is always great because you never know who you talking to. You know, like I might be in a club hungry and you might have some chicken. I'm like, get some of your chicken. Here you go. I got you back. Like, you just never know, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's cool. And, like, so I'm coming in these rooms repping me. You know, I'm repping Big Boss Vette. I can't give you nothing else but me, you know? So, finally putting my face to Big Boss Vette, I don't mind doing that. I love doing that.
I feel that. Who have been the OGs and the vets that done showed you the love coming into this game, though?
I'm gonna say my manager Snake because he's been locked in for a while. And when I first met him, like I ain't had nothing going on, like, and for him to be willing to like work with me and like help build me as an artist, you know, that was amazing. So my PR Dre, you know, she's tapped in, you know, Theory Calm, her,
that's
Erica. It's my manager Ace. He be like, he knows people before we even go in the damn building. Like, as soon as you come in, they be like, "What up?" I be like, "Damn, you know everybody." Like, Lotto always been cool with me.
Yeah.
Gloss, Koi, Flo, Saucy, Lakia. Let's see. Top of my head, I'm trying to think. Kate Beckinsale. I love her. Like she actually brought me around like rooms that I've never knew that I would ever be in.
Yeah.
The designers, Alani Taylor, B. Allen, Naya Ashley, like it's been people that has been working with me when I ain't even had no budget. They like, you know, I just see you being big, so let me help you.
Exactly.
I'm just here to help you. Like, I don't want nothing. Like, you know, and when you come around and people, when you meet them people, they genuine. It's like, thank you.
Exactly.
I appreciate you. So
I got to ask you this in trending topics. I mean, the Diddy and Cassie situation, when you saw that unfold, what was going through your mind at that time, Vette?
I was like, that is a lot to take in. You know, I don't support domestic violence in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Keep your hands to yourself.
That's right.
And that's horrible. Like, I'm so sorry that she had to do that she had to go through that. Like, I don't.
What advice do you got for women that are going through that right now?
I mean, being in toxic relationships that I've been in, you know, I would say once it starts, it ain't gonna stop. Leave. Immediately leave. Know the signs. Put yourself first. It's all right to start over. Leave everything if you got to. Get out of there. Have somebody you can lean on. Talk to. Don't try to go through it by yourself because then it's harder, you know? Always keep God first.
That's right.
Always, and know your worth. Love yourself enough to choose yourself every time, no matter what.
Okay, coming from those humble beginnings, though, did it get lonely when you started winning? And what was that feeling like when nobody could relate to you no more? The money's coming in, you're doing what you always dreamed, and everybody's looking at you crazy now.
I was sad because I was still trying to keep the people who was around me when I first started around. Like, I'm like, I don't want to leave y'all. Like, whoa, like, what's going on? But the way that they was acting towards me, the way that they was doing me, the way that they was speaking on me, thinking that they'll never come back to me, I was just like, yo, I have to let you go. So I let them go, you know. Nicely though, you know. I'm like, I just wish you the best in life, but our journey has come to an end. Yeah. And that made some of them feel away, and that made some of them like, you know, it's cool, it's fine.
Did you have any survivor's remorse with that?
Yes.
And how did you cope with that part?
At first, I thought it was my job to help everybody and pay for everybody and have everybody looking good so they can look like that they're doing something too. But at the same time, wasn't nobody pouring back into me. Yeah. So it was draining me. You know, it was just like, nah, you know. So I started to distance myself, and of course, people were like, oh, so you changed, but why you not mentioning the times that I was there for you and you was never there for me?
Come on now.
Times that I came through for you and you couldn't even come to my venue that was free.
Ooh.
So, you know, it's like things of that nature.
Exactly. Okay, when you ain't out here bossing up, Vette, what are you doing for it?
I I'm eating crab legs.
Okay.
I'm watching Law and Order.
Yeah.
I'm making content. I'm scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah.
Let me see what else. Thinking about the trips that I want to take, but my schedule is getting busier and busier.
Yeah.
So I don't know when I'm gonna squeeze it in. Bothering my team because they don't have no life without me. They don't do without me. I don't know, like just being human. Living.
You say watching Law and Order. With that being said, have you been watching the Thug case then? Because that's some real live Law and Order going on.
I've been seeing it. Like I've been seeing bits and pieces on like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
And they need a show because they can make a bag off those little clips. It's just crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
So now, with that being said, your story.
Yeah.
If you were to tell your story, what would you want a young woman looking up to you to get from your story?
I would want them to get a girl who never was given anything in life. You know, always had to fight, always had to hustle. Who tried and failed 1,000,000 times before she became 100% successful. I will be the first millionaire in my family.
Come on now. Come on now.
The first millionaire in my family.
How does that make you feel, though, to be able to bring that home?
I feel like a mama. Because they all be like, hey, feel like a mama. But it feels good, you know, like, so my kids and my kids, like they won't never have to go through what I went through. They would never have to fail as hard as I did.
That's right.
To make it to where they need to be.
Come on now.
Because they're going to be well taken care of.
You ain't never lied. With that being said, Vette, what do you got to say to your fans? And is there anything that we need to be looking out for? Because I know this Ice Me is going crazy.
What I want to say to y'all, as my cousins, because y'all know that I'm everybody's favorite cousin.
That's right.
I want y'all to go to these clubs and be like, put on Big Boss Vette Ice Me right now. Play that whole 5 times, 6 times, 10 times, all that. I want y'all to use my sound on TikTok, because why not? I want y'all to take care of y'all mental health, put God first, never give up, and chase whatever you want in this life. And if things do not work in your favor, pivot. Find something else to do, but never give up. And stream Ice Me. Shake ass on y'all head. Tag me y'all videos immediately. And I have so much more coming, so yeah.
Y'all heard her. Get down with the movement. Be Hot Radio Shouted. Big Boss Vette.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all in a minute, man. We gone.
Pretty.